Pablo Gunner, talk nerdy to me. Limitless, live better now. I'm Pablo Gunner, and I'm here to talk nerdy to you about Limitless, live better now with Chris Hemsworth, which I thought this came out a long time ago because I remember hearing about this when there was that stuff that came out about he was doing this show and they're like, oh yeah, he's going to get Alzheimer's. And so he's going to quit acting and he's going to spend more time with his family. And so he's not going to be Thor anymore. They're going to kill him off soon. And that's that. So I thought it came out a long time ago. Didn't. Came out August 15th. Only 3 episodes out for the premiere. And that's what I'm talking about. So the first episode was easily the best episode. He's trying to learn a musical instrument to expand his brain to make him smarter. And he's played a little guitar, he's played a little piano. So with his buddy Ed Sheeran is like, hey, dude, pick up drumming and be my drummer for one song for a concert in 3 months. And that's what he has to do. So the pressure is on. And it's really cool and really great to see him like under that pressure and have to learn this new thing and how frustrated he gets. Yeah, he gets help from a Australian friend that's in a band, and then like he gets trashed by that guy's band. I think it's his band. And that was kind of great. And then he has like 2 weeks left and he hasn't practiced as much as he should have. So he has to buckle down because he's a busy dude, right? Like he doesn't, he's not just Thor, he does other stuff too. So he has to buckle down, and it was so intense, it was so good, and it was just so great to see like that he seems human and not so godly as we see him. And so that was really great, and that was just like super intense. It's like, is he gonna be able to pull this off? Does he do it? And it was really great. So that one was the best. And then the second one was about pain and dealing with pain. And he's like, yeah, I hurt my back, and sometimes I can't work out for my roles and stuff because my back hurts and stuff. And just like all this, toxic masculinity stuff, not from him, but society is like, yeah, just suck it up and just do it, and blah blah blah. And so he has this guy who has lost like all of his limbs except for one in like this horrible accident, and has all kinds of burns on his body. And not recent. This is something the guy has lived with. And so he takes him to South Korea to learn how to manage his pain, starting with spicy food, which is something that I suck with. And I'm a horrible Latinx or Hispanic because I really cannot handle spicy foods well. Like, I like a good medium spice for flavor, but that's it. Anyways, yeah, and so it's just teaching him in pain compliance, and just like, but also the mental part of it too. Like he sees these monks, and that was really good. And then like he does boot camp and he connects, and oh, and yeah, it was really cool too. Like he does these things with his mates, and how like, because they do this test and his pain compliance is like he can only handle like a 3 by himself, and then with his buddies he could handle the max, which is like 15, when they were just joking and having a good time. And so he applies these things that he's learned when he has to do the boot camp for South Korea. And that was cool, that was great. And I was like, man, I really wish I could kind of do stuff like that. I mean, I kind of do with my job, but it's not that intense. And so that was really great, like how he came to his understanding of like pain and suffering and all that. Like that was a really solid episode. And then for the third episode, he's like, I want to be like a kid again, like my kids, how they just do crazy fun stuff, like them dirt biking, without a worry and without a care, and they just have a good time. And so he decides to climb this dam in the middle of winter. And even like he goes over there and they're like, yeah, most climbers do this, you know, not in the worst conditions. And it takes them like 2.5 hours. And you're going to do it in the middle of winter. And you do not have a climber's build. And it's like, I have something more like a climber's build. Not exactly, but More so like my buddy. Shout out to Shannon Flynn, because that guy can crush it. Yeah, he does that, and he goes with this climber lady that he knows, and honestly that pissed me off because she's like, yeah, I got my master's, and then I just decided that I was gonna be a rock climber because it's a challenge, and I'm like, that's such a rich person thing that it enraged me because it's like, nice. You had the money to get your masters, you're not putting it to use, and now you're just gonna be a rock climber. That's wonderful. That's wonderful for you. I hate you. And I mean, at the same time, she's like, yeah, these are just challenges, you come against these things, and it kind of helps you navigate life and stuff, and how to deal with issues, and so it should help you when you climb, like, and stuff. And I don't know what it is too. Like, yeah, there's also a guy that was helping him too. That's this like extreme, dirt biker, and just like extreme, you know, guy that does all these tricks and stuff. So that one, I don't know, that one was just, it was impressive seeing him get through it and finally do it, and you're like, wow, I don't think he can do this. Even his mates were like, yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to pull this off, and he does. Like, it was so impressive. Like, yeah, there are times where he gets into a flow state. There's another time where like he just raged out and he's like, and like it was crazy impressive. That was really good. And also, if you like seeing Chris Hemsworth with his shirt off, because I feel like in that episode you see it a lot. You do throughout, but definitely through this one the most. And the dude is insanely jacked. Like, oh my god! Even when he's not trying to look his best for a role, which probably is like his main, you know, main roles is him just looking jacked. But still, it was like, oh my god, this dude looks so freaking amazing, like all the time. It's so impressive. I was like, oh my god. So if you want to show up at least for that, then do it. I thought this was like really geeky. It was inspiring. It was kind of like this is not like a me problem, when this is not necessarily like things that I can apply to my own life, having to run a business, and with three kids, it's difficult. But I can do my best by, busting out the rock band instruments and stuff, and maybe trying to learn some piano songs or whatever through that, or even, cheesy stuff. It did kind of be like, maybe I should try to learn the drums on rock band or something. I don't know. But it was a really solid show. I think it was so well done. I would say that it's a must see. That's how well it was. That's how good it was. So make sure you check out the merch at TNTM the store, like this, on sale with free shipping. 5% of any profit that we make off our merch goes to a charity for the month, and for right now it is Palestine Children's Relief Fund, because I mean those people are starving there, and if anything, care about the kids. You know, like, it is so sick and saddening to see what's going on with those kids, like the limbs blown off and their families dead and killed and stuff. It's insane. So make sure you at least donate to it directly if you don't buy merch, so that we can donate more money, which I already have donated some of my own money already. But yeah, so thank you for watching, my fellow nerds. Talk nerdy to me.